also want to offer some reflections on our Dharma practice. About once a month or so, we offer a teaching on Dharma, which is the Pali word for generosity. And the movement of the heart of generosity, which is the movement of the heart that supports this evening. We have a mutual generosity. I have the great happiness of offering these teachings in this generosity model, and then receiving the generosity of your presence here, and receiving the generosity of any financial offering that you can give. And it's a wonderful practice. And the teaching of it is that this giving, when we can give in this way, the hope is that we can touch in to how it feels to give in a way that we can, in the way that's possible for us to give. So with our presence, financially, if that's within our means, but mostly to tune in to what it feels like to give. This giving, when we know it'll be received gratefully, your presence received with great gratitude and appreciation as a gift that you offer. When we feel into how it feels to give, what's that feeling like in the heart? It can be a sense of warmth, of connection, of happiness to be giving. And this is a little bit of a freedom in the heart. And this is right directly on the theme of what I want to offer tonight, and that is that kindness helps to support this. This is a practice which helps us to erode the craving that can hold us in suffering. And so it's a direct liberation practice. So this giving of the heart is understood as a practice which can support our own heart because it feels good to give. And when we pay attention to that, that can grow that wholesomeness and is a way of understanding liberation in the heart. And so it's my hope that we can live in liberation together in this community, in this Sangha. And live in that kind of freely giving in the heart. And so I want to offer that, and then offer also my great gratitude for your presence and financial dana that you offer. And know that it's all received with a great gratitude. It allows the Dharma to take root here in this community. So great thanks to everybody. And so, friends, we're practicing this giving practice of kindness tonight. A sense into the goodness of our own hearts, the goodness of our own capacity to practice kindness. This kindness practice in Pali is the Metta practice. The word is Metta, and it's translated as kindness or friendliness or goodwill or care or connection. Any of those words describe different aspects of this practice. And so tonight, for our formal practice, I'm going to invite you to rest in to a sense of your body with softness and gentleness. And so sensing into the body as it's sitting. Inviting gentleness in the body. Inviting softness. Sometimes it can support a sense of ease to remember that we can rest back and don't have to try hard now. We can just receive the sensations of the body with gentleness. And you can scan the body and just ensure or make, just check in to see if the body's comfortable and make any shifts that you need to. And we can recognize this scan, this inquiry about whether we're comfortable as a kindness to ourselves. And this invitation to the body to be soft and gentle and at ease, also as a kindness to ourselves. And when we rest for just in the simple sensation or simple sense of gentleness and softness, this is what we call an abiding practice. We're just abiding in the simple qualities that accompany a sense of friendliness and well-wishing, the gentleness and softness. We're abiding and letting ourselves kind of steep in this gentleness and this kindness towards ourselves. Sometimes there can be a little happiness just that we have a capacity to offer kindness to ourselves. In this simple way. And there's another way of practicing kindness that invites us to use phrases. And I'll invite us into that now. So beginning by bringing an image into your mind of a being who you appreciate. Someone or a place in nature, it could be, or an animal, or a pet, or a human being, a teacher, a friend, someone who you appreciate, a neighbor who's done something for you that's kind. Just let yourself bring them into your mind. Today, a neighbor brought me some plants. Just thinking of her, I feel my heart feels a little uplift. So let yourself bring someone like that and just notice sometimes there can be a little response in the body, a little uplift or a little happiness in the body. Sometimes there's kind of a neutral feeling, and that's okay too, or we're just inclining towards connection and care, even when it feels kind of neutral. And so holding this being in your mind, in your heart, in your imagination, sometimes we're visual and we can have a visual picture of them. Sometimes we're more kinesthetic and we just have a sense of them. You'll find your own way. I mean, it doesn't have to be a clear image. You don't have to cling tightly to it. Just a sense of this being, sensing how you respond to them in your heart. Could be Kuan Yin or the Buddha or someone that you know cares for you. And sensing your appreciation for them, and sensing also your soft, gentle body. And just offering them some phrases, and I'll offer some, and when you do this practice, you'll find your own. Just letting our appreciation connect with this being, and then wishing them well in a number of ways. May you be safe. Safe in mindfulness and kindness, which I feel are real refuges in the midst of anything that's happening. May you be safe in mindfulness and in kindness. May you know small joys every single day. May you be balanced in body and mind and heart and spirit. And may you live with ease and with peace. May you be safe from all inner and outer harm. May you be happy and joyful. May you be healthy and strong. May you live with ease and with peace. Just remembering your soft body, your gentle body. No need to push the phrases out. Just let them kind of ripple out towards the being. If the image or sense of your being fades, no problem. Just refresh the image, think of them again. Connect again with what you appreciate about them, a quality that you appreciate. And then on the gentle ripples of this little connection, offer the phrases. May you be safe in mindfulness and kindness. And sensing in your own being, any response in your own being to offering these wishes. Sometimes we can sense in, and there can be a sense in our own body of the goodness of the wish. May you know even small joys every single day. May you be balanced in body, mind, heart, and spirit. And may you live with ease and with peace. And just in your own way with your being now for a little while, choosing one of my phrases or a wish of your own or just a word. Staying gently connected and offering this silently in your own way. Or you may just wish to abide in gentleness in your body while you're thinking of them. Just offering this felt sense to this being. And now sensing into this being and the ways that they would appreciate you. If it's a teacher like the Dalai Lama or Thich Nhat Hanh, knowing that they would really appreciate your kind heart. So it's not that you need to know this person or that they need to know you. If it's a friend or a neighbor, just knowing that they would appreciate you also. Sensing their kind heart towards you. And settling into a sense of your body with the gentleness and softness again, and now some soft appreciation for yourself. Really appreciating your kind heart. The goodness of your intention that brought you here to the practice tonight. How kind, how wholesome, what a beautiful gift to offer yourself and the world. Really letting that in. And this isn't easy always, so sometimes there's kind of a neutral feeling here. And that, if that's the case, that's okay. We just be kind with that. But really appreciating as much as you can, your presence here is a gift. And letting your body be soft, gentle, abiding for a moment just in this kind offering of gentleness and ease. And then we can offer ourselves these phrases. May I be safe, held in mindfulness and kindness. May I know small joys every single day. May I be balanced even in the midst of things. Balanced in heart and mind and body and spirit. And may I live with ease and with peace. And sometimes when we offer these praises, it can be a challenge for ourselves, and sometimes we can notice a little bracing in our body. If that's there for you, just be as soft and gentle with that as possible. It's normal. And just very gently offering the phrases, watering the seeds of kindness in the softest way possible. May I be safe in mindfulness and kindness. May I know small joys every single day. May I be balanced in body and mind and heart and spirit. May I live with ease and with peace. May I be safe from all inner and outer harm. May I be happy and joyful. May I be balanced in all ways. And may I live with ease and with peace. And continuing for a little while to offer this to yourself, remembering every so often just to tune into the gentle body, offering your phrases into this gentleness and from this gentleness. a phrase or a couple of phrases or more if you have phrases, or just a word. Say, happy, balanced, at ease. And we offer this kindness out to other circles of beings. And so bringing a being in now who you'd like to offer this to. This could be a friend or a family member or a neutral person, someone that you don't know very well. A neutral person could be the person who sold you something in the store today, or someone on the bus or at school or at work that you don't know well. And it doesn't have to be a specific person. It could be people, folks who work in the bank or in the grocery store. Thinking if you bring this being in, holding in your mind a particular being at the bank or at the grocery store, not someone that you've seen there necessarily, but just seeing a person in that role. And so choosing who you'd like to send this to now. Someone you know, a friend, or a neutral person. Just taking a moment to see what feels most interesting to you. And sometimes we look around and spend time and kind of get a little worried about picking the right person. That's okay. Just gently knowing you can spend time with the others another time and settling on one person. Holding this being in your mind, and if it's someone that you don't know, we can connect with them by saying, just like me, this person wishes to be happy. We share this. Just like me, this person has struggles and joys. This can open or soften our heart towards them. And so remembering your soft body, your gentle body, and then holding this being in your mind and heart. May you be safe from all inner and outer harm. May you be happy and joyful. May you be balanced in all ways. And may you live with ease and with peace. May you be safe, held in mindfulness and kindness. May you know small, sustaining, nurturing joy every day. May you be balanced in body and heart and mind and spirit. And may you live with ease and with peace. May you be safe. May you be joyful. May you be balanced. May you live with ease. And just in your own way, connecting with this being and offering your wishes for a moment here. And sensing again into your body and inviting gentleness and softness. And letting your attention expand a little bit to include the people on either side of you. These kind hearts that are really supporting your practice. And expanding to include everyone in the room. These friends who wish to be happy and at peace. And letting yourself appreciate them, their presence, the way that they are supporting you to practice tonight. This gratitude and appreciation for their sincerity, for their effort in coming. Thank you. And we can offer our wishes along with the wings on the wings of our appreciation. May you be safe, held in mindfulness and kindness. May you know small joys every single day. Just feeling into their kind hearts and offering the wishes from that place. May you be balanced in body and heart and mind and spirit. May you live with ease and with peace. And then letting yourself feel their wishes as you're sending to them, being aware that you're also being offered these wishes. And so giving and receiving at the same time in a soft, gentle body. May you be safe. May we all be safe in mindfulness and kindness. And sending, I'm going to go back to the you, just sending and receiving from your friend. May you be joyful and happy every day. May you be balanced in body and mind and heart and spirit. And may you live with ease. and with peace. And just remembering again the gentle body and letting your wishes go in your own way now to our group here, offering a word and phrase in appreciation to everyone here. And then resting again, or coming back again into the soft body, gentle. And expanding the circle from here to expand out around the neighborhood where you're sitting, including all of the human beings, sensing the more than human beings, sensing the land itself, sensing the green beings, the plants and the trees, the beings flying in the air, the beings living inside the earth, all beings, the earth itself. May all of these beings in the neighborhood be held in mindfulness and kindness, be safe from all inner and outer harm. May all of our relatives be happy and joyful. May all of these beings be balanced in all ways. And may they live with ease and with peace. And expanding out to really circle the whole planet and hold the whole planet in your heart. And all the beings that live in or on or around this planet. All the plant beings, the animal beings, the human beings. Beings who may be at peace, beings who may be suffering. May all beings be held in kindness. May all beings know some small happiness every day. May all beings be balanced. And may all beings live with ease and live with peace. And just with a gentle body, opening our eyes. Thank you, friends. So, friends, tonight I wanted to share a little bit about how kindness is so important in what we've been studying, which is really the liberation of the heart and the mind. In Buddhist understandings, what we mean is by that is this liberation through what we call the Four Noble Truths, which is what we've been studying. The sense of the Four Noble Truths in the acronym CARE. The first is C, that's sensing the craving that can give rise to suffering. It doesn't mean that we don't have a preference for how things be. Of course we do. We have a preference for peace in the world. We have a preference for peace in our own hearts. We have a preference for a still meditation. But if we don't have a still meditation, craving can stir things up to make it very difficult, can make it more unsettled, more agitated. So we want to be able to notice that craving. We get familiar with it, understand how it works. That's the first noble truth. And then once we understand it, the second noble truth task is to abandon it. And this is tricky, to say the least. But kindness is a way that we can abandon this craving. And when it eases just a little bit, we want to notice that release in the heart and the mind. That's the third noble truth, is really knowing that release, even if it's small, that grows it from a little spark, helps to nurture it. And then the fourth noble truth is expand this through all of our practices. And so the acronym CARE is a way of holding or understanding those four noble truths. And kindness is a direct kind of eroder of this craving. I tried to point to that in the Dana talk at the beginning, and usually I'm happy with how I do that. I couldn't quite find my words tonight, so I'm going to try again in this talk. But it's a direct eroder of ill will, and it's a direct eroder of grasping, which are the two sides of the coin of craving. And so the Buddha actually gave us a list of the benefits of loving kindness, our kindness practice. The first of these is that it's a direct antidote to ill will, because it's goodwill, it's offering goodwill. And so it's even drop at a time, it can soften any ill will we have. And it's also an antidote to grasping, because it's a giving practice, and we practice that giving from that free heart, from that open heart, and tune into how it feels to do that, offer that giving. And that's an erosion of the grasping, which is also part of craving. Other benefits: serenity. In the kind of the translation of the Buddhist list, a serene or radiant countenance is a benefit of kindness practice. And it's kind of true. On retreat, we go on retreat. By Sunday night, when I'm teaching a retreat, I just see all these shiny faces. It's really true. And another benefit from the Buddha: concentration. It can help us gather our attention, gather our being together. Ease of sleeping, ease of waking. So good sleeps. Or I would say in the middle of the night, if you can't sleep, then it's a good practice to do in the middle of the night. But ease of sleeping, ease of waking, pleasant dreams. And then the next benefits: you will be dear to human beings. And then the next one: you will be dear to non-human beings. Protection from harm. In the translation, heavenly beings will protect you. And fire, poisons, and weapons will not harm you. And clarity, or lack of confusion upon death, is in the original list. And then rebirth into happy realms, which can mean, in our understanding today, it can condition happiness in the next moment, as we are born into the next moment. And I was reading today I was doing some research on this, and there's a lot of research apparently on kindness and the benefits of kindness. And so on a website called the HeartMath website, which is about the heart and its math, the science of the heart, says this in an article called The Intelligent Heart: it's only relatively recently in the course of human history around the past 3 centuries or so, that the heart's function has been defined by Western scientific thought as only that of pumping blood. Historically, in almost every culture of the world, the heart was ascribed a far more multifaceted role in the human system, being regarded as a source of wisdom, spiritual insight, thought, and emotion. In the new field of neurocardiology, scientists have discovered that the heart possesses its own intrinsic nervous system, a network of nerves so functionally sophisticated as to earn the description of a heart brain. Containing over 40,000 neurons, this little brain gives the heart the ability to independently sense, process information, make decisions, to synchronize the entire human body, to profoundly affect brain and body function, and to determine the quality of our emotional experience from moment to moment. These heart signals also profoundly impact perception and cognitive function by virtue of the heart's extensive communication network with the brain, and it may affect others around us as well. Interesting. Interesting that in Pali, the word for mind is actually heart mind. It's not separate. And so I like to say that science is catching up, or Western science is now catching up to what traditional cultures have known for a long time. And there's really cool pictures on the HeartMath webpage of the body when it's not in synchronicity. It's like very jagged, the brain waves and the heart waves. And then that's when someone's experiencing a challenging emotion. And then when they bring in kindness, the waves settle down and become what they call synchronous. And this, so they're showing that kindness reduces the reactivity to right in the midst of difficult emotions, reduces ill will towards what's here, helps us to be with it. And so it was cool to see on their picture of the easing of craving, the easing of ill will, right in the physiology. And so this is an ease of craving. And this quality helps us to be with the difficult state. It's really, really cool. And so this is the one way that kindness supports a reduction in ill will, a reduction in the reactivity, a reduction in the craving. Simply, there's nothing we need to do except practice. You could sense into this for your own self tonight. You know, whether you felt any difference after our practice, and whether you felt any response in your being, any kind of settling, any kind of calming. Kind of we're befriending the moment. So that's the first way that kindness can support an ease of craving. The second is that once we calm a little bit, then we can ask a very interesting question. We can ask, what's underneath the craving? Or as Donald Rothberg said, I was recently listening to a talk from him, and he said, what's valuable in the craving? What's valuable in that craving? What's motivating that craving? And when I feel into my craving and feel into craving from a Buddhist perspective, it's a wish for happiness. We're looking for happiness in the wrong place. We think it's over there. It's certainly not here. But underneath, or what's motivating the craving, is this wish for happiness. Check in for yourself. What is it that's motivating that craving? When I have a craving, I think it's because I need that in order to have peace. A wish for happiness, a sense of wanting to belong. There's another one that came for me today. Wanting to be loved, wanting to have peace. So this is what's motivating our craving. Well, it turns out that kindness also increases these kinds of qualities. And so what we're seeking is right here. This is another study from Barbara Fredrickson. She found that practicing 7 weeks of kindness meditation, just like we did tonight, increased love, joy, contentment, gratitude, pride, hope, interest, amusement, and awe. These emotions then produced increases in a wide range of personal resources. For example, increased mindfulness, purpose in life, social support, and decreased illness symptoms, which in turn predicted life satisfaction and reduced depressive symptoms. Not only that, but witnessing acts of kindness, another study says, produces oxytocin, occasionally referred to as the love hormone, which aids in lowering blood pressure and improving our overall heart health. I don't know, I'm getting excited all over again, just feeling into the power of this. Oxytocin also increases our self-esteem and optimism, which is extra helpful when we're anxious or shy in a social situation. And so a kindness practice itself can really cultivate what it is that we're looking for and help us to rest into this moment and find the treasure here in our own heart, literally in our own heart. And today a neighbor came over. I gave this example earlier in the meditation, but a neighbor did come over today and give me 3 plants. And I was very, very delighted to receive these plants. And I was doing this talk. And so I asked her, how does it feel to you to give me these plants? And she was standing in my porch and her face just lit up, a big smile. And so I could see this big smile. And then she started talking about how it was feeling. She said, well, I feel connection and care. And I had told her I was doing a talk. She says, what is the translation for this metta? And I said, kindness, connection, care, friendliness, goodwill. Oh, she said, that really, really makes sense to me because I feel connection and care. I feel interconnectedness rather than separation. I asked her if I could quote her tonight. She said, it brings me out of my own little private bubble. It shifts me out of my private little enterprise of scheming to a sense of the way my gesture is in relationship to, in relationship with. It broadens everything. I become not this isolated island. It switches to relational. So this beautiful teaching that really connects us to the teachings of interconnectivity, our interconnection, and all this wholesomeness. This is an absence of ill will and grasping. This is an absence of craving. This is what it feels like in our hearts when there's an absence of craving. And our invitation from the Buddha is just to cultivate it. And all by itself, it will grow. All of this through one small act of caring and connection. And I said to my friend, and we know that we don't need to be kinder. Each person here is already kind. What we are invited to do is feel into our kindness. A friend gave me a quote the other day, a beautiful metta quote, and I'm going to bring it next time we have a metta retreat, or metta night. I meant to bring it tonight. She gave me a quote, a quote about kindness. How kind? That's kind. We can feel into these small kindnesses and let what's already here, the treasure that's already here, be known. And as we do it, we can know that we're building new neural pathways in the heart mind. Isn't it interesting? We often, put a hand on the heart in this metta practice. is a way of offering kindness to ourselves. We could do it right now. Is the hand on the heart. Just that warmth, just a soft warmth, not profound. It's not profound. Well, it is profound, but it's not Hollywood fireworks, although sometimes it is. Be very simple. A hand on the heart. Just sense that for a moment. I'm gonna stop talking. Just sense that for a moment. It's simple. Feeling into this gesture and feeling into the science of it now. Just do this. And we know we're literally building new neural pathways in the brain when we do this. I just want to close with a quote from Stephen Levine. He says, and was a wonderful meditation teacher. In the beginning, we attempt to cultivate kindness. And later, kindness cultivates us. And so let's just sit for a few moments, friends, a few minutes actually, because we're kind of on time, which is good. So let's just sit for a minute and abide. Abide in softness, gentleness, care, connection. Connection with ourselves in this simple act of tuning in with goodwill. Holding whatever's here with softness, with gentleness. It doesn't have to be a particular thing here. We hold whatever's here with softness, with care. Let's just abide for a minute together, friends. And in this abiding practice, when the mind moves away to thinking, to daydreaming, planning, what's next, it'll come back all by itself, just like in our mindfulness practice. And then you return to this anchor of softness, gentleness, however this kind of goodwill shows up in your body, in your being, in your heart right now. That becomes our anchor. So we'll abide here together for a minute. Just letting the body be gentle. Sometimes it's nice to tune into the breath and let the breath just be like a gentle ebb and flow of the ocean, rising and falling and letting yourself rest there in gentleness. And so, friends, let's dedicate the merit of our practice. May this gentleness and softness and care and connection hold our own hearts. Support our hearts in releasing a little bit of the wanting to be somewhere else. Help us to be here in this moment, even with difficulty. And may this ripple out to be and be a support for all beings around us, and all beings everywhere. May all beings be held in kindness and in care. Thank you, friends.